Well, normally I would make the bed right now, but someone doesn't want me to. Can I make the bed? I'll come back later. Okay, so time to start cleaning. We're gonna start with some laundry. Say hi.
Hi.
Good job. I finally got my bed made. Granted, she's jumped back up there since then, but it's made. I'll take it. Anyway, we are heading to the laundry room to start some laundry, and Miss Aurora is gonna get dressed because her nightgown is gonna go in there. We don't sort laundry in this house.
Hey.
Hey. I had to confiscate the toy. And when? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put those in at first. I don't. Who's this sprinkle? Okay, so I'm actually going to go to work. I work from home. I do billing for a non-for-profit. Actually, the barn that she rides at for hippotherapy. Hippotherapy, if you don't know, is she specifically does physical therapy with the assistance of a horse. So you could think of, like, if you, can I have this? Thank you. We got dressed and she hung onto the hanger and she liked that bow. So that bow is still in her hair. But hippotherapy, if you think of asking a kid in an office setting, a business setting, and you ask them to, look, we'll say put a ball in a bucket over and over again. They're going to do it a couple times and they're going to get really bored because the motivation is gone. But, yeah, I'm going to, thank you. I don't want to hit with that. Thank you. But if you think of it from on a horse and you say, put the ball in the bucket 5 times, put the ball in the bucket 5 times and then your horse will go, your motivator is the horse because obviously they want to go. So that's what she does. That's where I do the billing. Is that better? That better? Now you can see yourself. And then that way it's more motivating and it's more fun. Do you like to ride Mac?
Huh?
Yeah.
Milk.
Mac. Anyway, I actually do need to hop on the laptop, and for confidentiality and HIPAA and all that fun stuff, I will catch you guys later, probably when it's about time to milk the goatees. That sound good? Aurora also said she would like to eat.
Huh?
You want to eat lunch? Eat.
Huh?
Yeah, eat.
E.
Eat. Okay, so I will catch you guys, look, in seconds for you, but hours for me. This may be my favorite part of the evening is milking the goats. Especially because we're so down to milking just once a day. We are getting ready to dry off. We are getting ready to dry off both ladies. My goal is about mid-December. And Miss Nova has a little bit of an attitude, so I am only going to milk her with one hand because if you do both, she gets kind of cranky. So we've made some changes to our goat herd. I know you don't get as much because you got a little chunky. Oh, I know. She took offense to that. She flicked me with her tail. Anyway, so instead of doing mini Nubians, I went for, of course, Nova was my first. I kept her because she was just like a super sweetheart. Yeah, I know, my hair tickles. I'm sorry. Earlier this summer, I got 2 Oberhasli does, which they're from the pasta line. I'll put what farm bred them, but if they're goat tracking, a lot of the time there's lineage, that way you know where they came from. Yes, I know, my hair tickles. Anyway, my hick accent is really bad at pronouncing them. Like Capabelli and Capatini. I'd have to look. Because again, I'm just really bad at pronouncing it. Here we call them, yeah, see this foot thing? That's why it's only a one hand. I could put her in a hobble, but I don't like them as much. They take a lot of time to get them in and out. And just to hold her foot, it takes about the same amount of time. And it's nice now. Like, I'm not super milking. Like, it's a nice day. I'm enjoying it. I think she kind of is too. Anyway, so the Oberhaslis that we got, we gave them the names of Mocha. That's the so it's a mother-daughter, but not like a young daughter. She's about a year and a half, and mom is about 3 years old. So we have Mocha and Macchiato. And Macchiato, hopefully, she went on a date a couple weeks ago. The dogs are playing. As you can tell, she's completely just, but she grew up, they grew up with her. In previous videos, there's the dog that was over there is one of the ones that just flew by. But like, they'll play pretty good. I mean, they mouth. I'll interrupt this to give you a quick little clip. All right, we're gonna switch. Need room for my tushy. Okay, so this is Mocha. This is Mama. She was in milk when I got her. Macchiato was not. Oh, but Macchiato went on a date 2 weeks ago, a week and a half. So hopefully she's been bred. Oh, I do my milk test into my little wipey just to make sure there's not a wonky. Mocha, I did get her with, she has a lopsided udder. The people I got her from were not the original breeder. Doggy, go play. Go play. Shoo. Shoo. They are looking at me like I'm nuts. Anyway, they said that her baby from this year, I don't know if it was a buck or doeling, but her kid from this year basically favored this side and kind of blew it out, which who knows. Well, all I know is that I'm hoping that when she dries up, it will kind of go back. It's not fully, I'll put a picture. If you don't like goat udders, like, look away. Here's the pic. We are drying her off too. When we got her over the summer, we were getting about 3 quarts a day. We're down to about 1. And then with Nova, we get, honestly, probably not enough for me to really go through the milking process. But Nova is a diva, and she is the herd queen. She's number 1, and I really feel like she would still be like, oh no, I'm coming in. I'm gonna get on the milk stand. You're gonna give me some grain. Have a nice day. So I just been milking her. It's not a big deal. I cannot express how amazing it feels outside right now. Sweater weather. I love sweater weather. Sweater weather. And it's the golden hour, which makes it even better. I probably should have done a different angle for this, but I'll know for next time. I'm learning. Learn with me. And this is also my first A Day in the Life video, so roll with it. Let's see what else. Mocha, we are actually waiting her to go into her heat cycle again, and she will get to go and hopefully, well, she'll go on her date. That's what we call them. I mean, I have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old, and they know, but I don't know, I guess it's more for me. Like, it sounds a little nicer than you gonna go get bread. I don't know. Like farm kids. This is the one that's a little blown. It's a little different to milk than. And if you've never milked a goat, your hand, like, you start up top and then you just kind of. And Nova, this is part of why I'm going kind of away from the mini Nubians. I haven't found her a boyfriend yet. I mean, I found one, but like, she's not taking outside does at the moment, which, I mean, that's fine, but I'm not trying to drive like 2.5, 3 hours. Pending it takes the first time. Nova's kind of mean. But that's my breeding plan, is to hopefully find Nova a boyfriend. Honestly, it's almost looking like I'm just going to dry her off and then, like, hit a buck in the spring. I don't want bucks because of, people say they smell. I have a messed up nose, and like, I can't always smell everything. She's almost done. So I don't smell the buck smell, which I'm sure is a blessing, but I'm not trying to go out in public smell like a buck and having no clue. I'm thinking about it. If it happens, it won't be until spring. because I wouldn't mind getting an Oberhasli buck, and then they can be besties and I can breed on site. But with only having 2, if I get any Dolines, it's kind of hard to think about. But if I got Dolines, I'd have to like either trade someone or I don't know. Let me get her back in and then I will show you Macchiato, because she obviously isn't in milk, so she doesn't have to come out. Although Mocha's super chill. That's one thing. I tried to get them super, I mean, they came used to the milk stand. Nova, she had to remind her. But they're getting their winter coats in. They're so fluffy. Aren't ya? Are you ready for like the world's cutest face ever? Hi, Macchiato. I know I don't have any food in my hand. She is so sweet. You gonna stick your face through? You got a mosquito? She is so sweet. So there is such a huge breed difference between Nova and the Coffees. The Coffees are what we call them when we're talking about both of them. What are you doing? What are you doing? So Oberhaslis are so much more chill and docile, and I don't want to say friendly, but they're so friendly and they're sweet and they're quiet unless they're in heat, but that's kind of expected. Miss Nova, the mini Nubian, is loud as crap. This is like the quietest she's been in a while. But she's also eating. Are you eating? Just like I was and you touched me. Macchiato. Our goats have orange, well, the Coffees have orange collars on. They don't normally wear collars. They can actually, collars can get hooked on things. I'm carrying the milk in. They can get hooked on things, which is not ideal. However, here in Indiana, it's hunting season, and they look quite a bit like deer. So, they wear orange collars during the day, which we have no hunting signs, we have no trespassing signs. We're on 8 acres, but there's a really, really big field right on the other side of their cage, enclosure, field, fencing. Insert the word that you would like here. And I'm just really paranoid that somebody is going to get kind of bored and do something that they shouldn't. Okay, so I just put it in mason jars and I filter it with just a basic milk filter. These actually go to like a funnely thing, but I ordered a large and I didn't measure anything, and it's like this big, and it's too big. So I just kind of I just makeshift like my own. Sometimes I'll put a ring on it and then I just filter it through. It's basically to get any of the hair or things that may have fallen into it. I actually picked a leaf out of it the other day because it was really windy, and I actually had a leaf in it. So yeah, I am just pouring milk. So it's right at the tippy top, and I have this little dab left. Normally I give it to the chickens, but with it being a little after 5, I'm just going to let the dogs have it. So I am going to date it and put it in the fridge, and we follow the first in, first out. And once it hits 7 to 10 days, I start thinking about if I'm going to freeze it for a couple of reasons. One, I can make it into soap, which I do pretty often, but I get a lot more that goes into the freezer. That's another reason why I decided to kind of harden them off, or dry them off. There we go. My brain is not functioning. That's another reason that I decided to start drying them off, because you use this much milk. I mean, this is fine. But when we were getting almost a gallon a day, we couldn't keep up. It was too much, even to make soap, to freeze it, to, here in Indiana, you can't legally sell it to drink, like for human consumption or animal consumption. I think you can get like a special licensee thing to sell it for animal consumption. I haven't gone that route because I only have 2 does in milk. So you can sell it for like crafting, so like soap. And I haven't really tried. But I figured too, if any of the moms reject their babies in the spring, I mean, granted, yes, I can definitely milk them. But if we have multiples and I need more, I can just thaw it out and use it that way. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. And again, first in, first out. And I will rotate that and probably start dinner. Dinner. This also saves on washing. No, I'm just kidding. I totally wash it after. Tana, share. We also have Maze in quarantine. She has a boo-boo on her neck. I'm not going to show it. It's kind of gross. But she is in our little shed to make sure that she can heal up a little bit. We did clean it, put blue coat on it. But we don't want to put her in with the rest of the chickens until she is a little bit more healed. Chickens are kind of, I don't want to say weird like that, instinctual maybe, where I just don't want them to attack her because she has a boo-boo. She is a Sumatra mix. I got her from my sister-in-law. We named her Maze, which is short for Mazikeen. If you watch Lucifer on Netflix, Maze is one of the characters on there, and I mean, this little cutie's all black, although she does look kind of green there, but yeah, her mom was an Americana Phoenix, and her dad was a Sumatra, so she is just a gorgeous chicken, and I'm not willing to risk her not making it because I really like her. But I came in here for hay and to make sure that she still had food and water, which she does. So I'm gonna go and give the goaties their hay, which Cortana thought she needed to help me with. Ta-da! Who's a good girl? Oh, you're a good girl. I give you love. Okay, I am getting ready for dinner. We are having breakfast for dinner because I'm a weirdo and I don't like breakfast for breakfast, but I love breakfast for dinner. So we're gonna have sausage, and Nick is gonna make French toast, which he has been doing for a while. He took a cooking class actually, and he learned to make it there. And nothing fancy with the sausage. I'm just cutting it into rounds, throwing it in the pan.
Hey.
Aurora's helping, but from a distance so she'll get popped by the grapes.
Hey.
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 Not glorious, but getting it done.
I'm gonna make French toast for dinner today. So we don't want to start with the bread. We want to start with 1 egg, but we have 2 tiny eggs. So one. Then next step is, and then we're going to use 1/2 cup milk. We use goat milk. Don't tell Dad. Then 1 tablespoon sugar.
And where did you learn how to make this?
I forget the program name.
It's on the corner.
Tiny Chef's Son Spice Company. And it says 1 teaspoon cinnamon, but we add a little extra because we like cinnamon. We'll do the same thing with the vanilla. It's like as much as you like. A little more.
Mom likes vanilla.
Yeah. Harder to close it than to open it. Now I'm gonna whisk. The one thing we forgot to get out.
Is there a smaller one?
Not that I see.
Okay, you can use that one.
And I spilled a little.
That's why I suggested the smaller one.
Try and crush up the egg as much as you can, because like when it's cooking, it will cook on the French toast, making it kind of scrambled eggs and French toast. This one would learn how to bust. Look, when you're trying to keep an egg yolk intact, it busts. When you're trying to bust it, it stays intact.
You want me to show you how to do it?
I got it. Kind of.
You want me to whisk it real fast?
No, that'll spill.
Nope. I bet I can do it without spilling.
Nah. Dad's home, by the way.
Okay.
I hope you guys had a good time hanging out with us today in this video at Raccoon Creek Homestead.
Don't have a good day.
Have a great day.
See you next time.
Bye.